First, we will see C++ program. To write a C++ program, here using Notepad. For that, click Start button and get the Notepad. To save the program, select any location and save the program as hello.cpp. That .cpp extension is important in the C++ program. Next, when start to write the program, first includes IOStream header, which allows to use input or output function. Want to insert using namespace standard, it's must for the C++ program. Int main. It's an entry point for any console application. Main method is a function which runs first in the console application. Int means that should return an integer. This line prints hello world to the console window. System pause. This line if code prevents console windows from closing until some key is pressed. After complete the coding, save the program. Then want to compile the program. For this, first go to Visual Studio Tools and open Visual Studio command prompt. Change the drive where your program saved. Compile the program by giving cl hello.cpp. If there is no error, can straightly run the program with class name as ./hello. Finally, you will get the output as hello world. Next, we will see Java program. In Java program, these are the basic steps. First, write the program in Java. Second, compile the source code. And third, run the program. To write a Java program, you can use any text editor. In here, using Notepad. For that, click the Start button and get the Notepad. To save the program, select any location and save the program as hello.java. That .java extension is important to save Java program. When start to write the program, first declare the class. In Java, everything is being with this class name. Make the class name called hello world. Inside this curly bracket, insert main method, which is public static void main. After this, type output or print text with system.out.println and put semicolon to finish this line. After complete the coding, save it. And then want to compile the program. For this, first open command prompt and change the drive where your program saved. By typing dir command, check your program whether it's saved on the drive. Then compile the program by giving hello.java. If there is no error, you can straightly run the program by giving class name as Java Hello World. Finally, you will get the output as Hello World. Hope you all understand how to compile and run a simple basic program in both languages. Next, we will look into the differences between C++ and Java in a detailed manner. Class declaration. In class declaration, First, we will see one example to show how classes are declaring in Java and C++. In Java, all functions and variables must be part of a class, and C++ allows functions and variables defined as global. In Java, all functions and variables must be part of a class. In addition to basic data types, the rest are a class of objects including arrays. Object data and methods of combining them encapsulated in the class so that each object can achieve their own characteristic and behavior. And C++ allows functions and variables defined as global. In addition, Java has eliminated the C++ in the structure and the join, eliminating the unnecessary trouble. In C++ declaration, a class name declares an object of that class as a value. There is no way to do this in Java. In C++ declaration, a class name declares an object of that class as a value. There is no way to do this in Java. Objects are not values in Java. In Java declarations, a class name declares a reference to an object of that class. In Java, use keyword abstract to identify class name as the name of an abstract class. Objects cannot be created from abstract classes. Use keyword final to identify class name as the name of a finite class. Cannot create a class that inherits behaviors and state variables from a final class. Keyword public, abstract and final can be specified in any order. Class declaration in C++ ends with a semicolon, but not in Java. In C++, top-level classes cannot be declared with a visibility specifier. Visibility specifiers for members are supplied by section. In C++, constructors are not allowed to invoke each other using the keyword this. In C++, the default visibility specifier is private. Constructors and destructors. Each Java class you define may include one or more constructors. Just as in C++, the constructor is given the same name as the class. Java class constructors have no return value and are declared in the same manner as any other class method. This can be seen in the following example. Because Java includes a garbage collection feature for the automatic release of unreferenced memory. Java classes do not include C++ style destructors. Instead, each Java class can include a finalize method that can be used to perform any object cleanup. The finalize method is declared in the object class because objects is the ultimate base class of all Java classes. Finalize is available to every Java class. There is one danger, however, to consider when using finalize. It is possible for a Java program to terminate without this method being invoked on every object. If a program terminates with objects that are still referenced, the garbage collection process will never be used to release those objects, and finalize will never be called. C++ also offers a destructure function that is automatically executed when the object is deleted. The destructor has the same name as the constructor but preceded by a tilde. A major difference between Java and C++ is the specification of constructors. Like C++, Java constructors are methods with the name of the class. However, the body of Java constructors can have three different forms. Here can see one example for C++ constructor and Java constructor.